Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hi if you're new, and welcome to a chilled weekend reading vlog where I'm going to continue reading from my physical TBR, the pile that I have down beside me, but I'm just going to read whichever I feel like reading. And today I would like to start with the Sad Ghost Club 3. This is the third in a cute graphic novel series where we join these lovely ghosts, and they're basically individuals that maybe are suffering from depression or anxiety. They're used to being alone, and they sort of get together to maybe support each other through that. So this is the third in the series, as I said, and I'm really looking forward to continuing this. The illustrations are absolutely stunning. It's just so cute, and I'm looking forward to getting into this afternoon. So I shall catch up with you a little bit later. And as always, we have my little cuddle buddy here, ready for a chilled afternoon. So I'm a little bit over halfway, and I am really enjoying this, and I think there's a lot in these graphic novels that a lot of us can identify with. We've just had a couple of characters that have highlighted the anxiety involved in making phone calls. You know, and I always find myself, particularly on bad anxiety days, I will just text everyone. I just will not answer my phone, or I will not ring anyone. That's, I think, quite a common thing with anxiety sometimes. And we've just had another character who has just pushed themselves to their limit, and they've just agreed to do so many things for so many people, and they've got so much on their life, and they've just hit their limit. And again, I think this is something else that a lot of people can relate to, and that's just what I really like about these books. I think they're very, although they're ghosts, they are very human, and I'm enjoying it, so I'm going to continue. Just finished it, really enjoyed it. Definite 4 out of 5 stars from me. It was just really cute, and I do hope the series continues. As I said before, there's a lot that is relevant, shall we say. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Really like the illustrations, and I like the little ghost characters, so this is definitely a win from me. I just haven't decided what I want to read next. I don't know if I want to stay going down this sort of route, and I've got a manga here that I could read, or do I risk picking up a book that is intimidating me a little bit, or should I read one that I know is like definitely going to be one I want to read and going to enjoy? So once I've made that serious decision, I'll check in with you again. So I think I've made the decision, but I'm kind of already regretting it, which is ridiculous. But I'd like to give Klara and the Sun by Kazuo Ishiguro a go. The only thing that's really put me off, it's intimidating to me because I've heard nothing but amazing things, and that normally 50-50 when I pick these up. But I was like, I'll just read the first chapter and just see how I get on with it, and if I really want to go for it. There's no chapters in this, it's just in parts, in like 6 quite chunky parts. So I don't know, but we're going to give it a go. So on the back cover it says, "Do you believe in the human heart? I don't mean simply the organ, obviously. I'm speaking in a poetic sense. The human heart. Do you think there is such a thing? Something that makes each of us special and individual?" And the inside cover it says, "From her place in the store, Klara, an artificial friend with outstanding observational qualities, watches carefully the behaviour of those who come in to browse and of those who pass in the street outside. She remains hopeful a customer will soon choose her, but when the possibility emerges that her circumstances may change forever, Klara is warned not to invest too much in the promises of humans." In Klara and the Sun, Kazuo Ishiguro looks at our rapidly changing modern world through the eyes of an unforgettable narrator to explore a fundamental question: what does it mean to love? It sounds so good, but I'm just very intimidated by it. But you know what? We're going to go for it. We're going to give it a go.
We must hurry. The planet won't survive much longer.
So it's 9 o'clock now, but I have been reading Klara and the Sun and I've just finished page 74, so I'm about a quarter of the way through. And it's actually really good. It's really intriguing me. So we've joined, basically we've met Klara, who is an AF, which is an artificial friend. So basically like robot android type thing. And the first sort of section we see her in the shop with these other AFs to be sold. And now we're in part 2 where she has now kind of got this home with this girl called Josie. And we're kind of just getting to know Josie's life. So I'm tired, so I'm going to head up to bed with Duke very shortly. The other half's on a night shift tonight. And let him just finish watching the rest of this pet film first. He's been so cute watching it. It's adorable. But yeah, I am pleased that I did pick this up. However intimidated I was earlier, because so far so good. And I shall catch up with you tomorrow. Good morning. It is now 8:15 Sunday morning. I've been up for about 45 minutes. And I've just written out my to-do list for next week, and I think I'm going to make a start on it this week. It's a little intense. I've got some medical shifts going on as well. It looks very, very daunting, so I could do, I think we're just doing a few hours of work now. But I really want to continue with Klara and the Sun, and the audiobook is on Scribd, not sponsored. So I think I'm going to pick some sort of light and fluffy tasks to tick off and listen to a bit of this while I do that. So I shall check in with you when I've got a bit further. So it's quite a bit later now. It's just gone 2, and I ended up going to work in the office for about 2.5, 3 hours. And then I came home, bath and hair wash obviously, and I have been cracking on with some more work. But I have just finished listening to the audiobook of Klara and the Sun, and I really enjoyed this. I can't believe I was so intimidated by it. That's the fear of really long chapters. It was just really, really good, and I really want to talk to you about it and tell you all about it, but this isn't the spoiler vlog. But real food for thought in this. Some really quite emotional questions. I think there's some moral dilemmas, and I think there's a potential for that kind of artificial intelligence fulfilling the proposed role that gets discussed in this at some point in the future, which is actually quite a worrying notion, but an intriguing one all the same. Would definitely recommend. So if this is on your sort of your TBR and you feel intimidated, I really understand, but definitely worth pushing through it and reading it. I really enjoyed it. So my plan for this afternoon is to do another couple of hours work, then have a glass of wine and relax. So I'm probably not going to finish another book tonight, but I will hopefully start one, and I will let you know what that is a little bit later. So there are 2 books that I really am quite excited to read, and I couldn't choose between them. So I put a poll up on Instagram at the moment. First one is Legends and Lattes, which I've heard nothing but amazing things about. And then the second one is Skandar and Phantom Rider, which also looks absolutely epic. That's the second series, and I absolutely love the first one. So I'm waiting to see which one of those to get into next. But I'm going to start something else as well, because I'm an absolute rebel. What should I start while I'm waiting for the result of that poll? We shall see. So I'm going to be good, and while I wait for the results of the poll, I'm just going to continue with the intimacy experiment, because I am enjoying it. I am making good headway. I had wanted to finish it this month. That's not going to happen now. So the least I can do, I think, is just continue it and try and get it read over the next few days. So if you've made it to the end of the video, leave me a flower emoji of your choice. And if you like the video, please do give it a like and consider subscribing. And I shall see you in my next video, which should be my April wrap-up that I will aim to have up on Friday. So I'll speak to you soon. Bye.